Good morning, y'all. I'm not in Georgia anymore, but it's nice to say y'all. Good morning, y'all. Lynn Adams, Lisa Jim, and Milo, who's a surfer now, counter surfer. I saw those pictures. I saw that photo. It's beautiful. It's so good. Thank you for that. Everybody, we need to see what we can do as a group today. I want to call on all of you, not call on you individually, but call all of us like a soul call, so that when we go through this list of the violet flame purifying our humanity, that we all just pour our heart into it. There's nothing for you to say, there's nothing for you to do. There's just all this love that can be uh, emitted from us this morning. I think it would be a really timely practice for us. And but first, good morning, Sarah. Welcome, my dear. You made it. Good girl. Good soul. Good soul. Thank you. Appreciate it. We were just talking about how we need everyone's attention today and devotion, because we're gonna pray for humanity, and we're gonna use the violet flame. It will guide us. It will guide us, my dears. And this caught my attention. This little thought from Iyengar, who's a quite a hatha yogi in his day. Iyengar, he said, "We are only instruments in the hands of God." So I'm asking all of us just to be an instrument in God's hands this morning, and always, quite frankly, surrender into thy will is the quote, a biblical quote. Surrender unto thy will. When we become completely extinct in the will of God, when thy will is my will, the I in me becomes you, Lord. I and you together is the superconscious experience of the God woman and the God man. This is from that quote I just read, Swami Shamayananda. Isn't that beautiful? That thy will is my will, Lord. That I and me becomes you, and I and you together is the superconscious experience of the God man and the God woman. So let's play that. Let's play that out this morning. Let's be God men and God women, completely at the mercy of divine will. And divine will, what do you think it would be if you had to make a guess? What is the divine will? Is it to have war? Is it to have the chaos and the disinformation and the just knocking down of people's respect, just having no respect for life, for people, for our country, for countries, for our world, for Mother Gaia? I'm just saying, let's just see what we can do to hold the violet flame for our humanity. All right. So, Lord, may thy will be done, and bless us all as we proceed to listen to these violet flame decrees. The violet flame decrees for humanity during cycles of collective purification. That's what this is called. The decrees. The decree work for humanity during cycles of collective purification. You ready to see what Saint Germain teachings has for us this morning, my dears? So let your heart just start beating, and let that beat just like your breath. The heartbeat and the breath just fill you with God love, fill you with his will, her will, its will, so that we are just totally tuned in to the what it is that the divine really wants to see in our world. Before beginning decree work for humanity, So this Saint Germain teaching starts by saying, before beginning decree work for humanity, enter stillness quietly, my dears. Just gently come into yourself and know that the I of you or my me is God, nor do I recognize any other me but God, herself, himself, itself. So just relax into this present moment, inner stillness quietly, and let the heartbeat and the breath just pump into you more love than you've ever experienced in any lifetime up to this one. How's that? Is that a good focus to have? Love, just love pumping in with the heartbeat and the breath, my dears, as you sit quietly in the stillness and listen. This is what we're being asked to do now, if there is a to do. Withdraw attention. Withdraw attention from any agitation that you might be feeling, any media pressure that you might still have in your nervous system, any emotional reaction to what kind of news you maybe just heard, and any outer appearance that is around you right now. See if you can withdraw your attention from those things: agitation, media, pressure, emotional reaction, and outer appearance. And if we're taking our attention away from those things, let's place it on awareness within the heart. Awareness within the heart, like I was saying. The heartbeat and the breath of love. The heartbeat of love and the breath of love. So place your awareness within the heart right now, my dears. See if you can even kind of tune in with the rhythm of your heartbeat and tune in with the inhale and the exhale as well as a rhythm. Just bringing in, well, you'll see what we're going to bring in, okay? So place your awareness within the heart and visualize the mighty I am, the mighty I am presence above your head as a radiant sun, as a radiant sun of white gold light. Wow. Thank you, Rainbow Tribe, for doing this exercise with me this morning, this little prayer circle this morning, because they get together in this, the teachings and the people that kind of still involved actively as disciples of the Saint Germain. Germain is apparently really powerful in this universe, really powerful. And no one would deny that truth. So place the awareness within the heart and visualize the mighty I am presence above your head as a radiant sun of white gold light. Do you got it? You got your white gold light sun above your head right now, my dears. I really appreciate you joining us in this prayer circle this morning for humanity. And now that you have the heart and the visualization of the mighty I am presence above the head as a radiant sun of white gold light, now see the earth suspended with a vast divine radiance. When I was thinking of, when I saw this, I said, we got to do this morning because it just felt so powerful. I mean, and let's don't underestimate that power, because we've given over our little human will to divine will in this case. And we're being asked right now to see the earth suspended within a vast divine radiance. How many folks on this planet right now are seeing the earth suspended within vast divine radiance? I'm saying that there may be many more than we think. Keeping this place afloat by holding such a vision, such a prayer, such a visualization, right? It could be quite a few souls, my dears, and we're joining them this morning. And so, as you see the earth suspended within in a vast divine radiance, you got that. You got that sun, that gold sun, that white gold light, radiant sun above the head. You got that going, spinning. You got your heartbeat of love going, and you have your breath of love pumping. Now, my dears, stay with us. Visualize streams of violet fire. Visualize now streams. Give it a go. Streams of violet fire flowing through nations, governments, cities, oceans, media structures, conflict zones, hospitals, refugee populations, frightened and hungry children, exhausted families, spiritual seekers, and every soul carrying grief, fear, confusion, or psychic burden. All we have to do is just feel this love as the best we can. We're not doing it. Not doing it. We're not doing it. The violet flame is doing it. The Saint Germains and the other great saints and the holy ones and the avatars. What do you think they're sitting around just saying to themselves, wow, I wonder what we can do for this world. It needs our help, right? No, they're totally present, my dears. They're totally present and active. So that was quite a little paragraph of visualizing us the streams of the violet fire flowing through nations. They started with nations, governments. I'll read it quickly again. Cities. Your heart and mind can just go to these places without you feeling you're doing a thing, except expressing your compassion and empathy and love and real care. We love, we care, we share. Nations, governments, cities, oceans, media structures, conflict zones, hospitals, refugee populations, frightened and hungry children, exhausted families, spiritual seekers, and every soul carrying grief, fear, confusion, or psychic burden. And still using your intuitive imagination, see the violet flame. You got it? The violet flame. See the violet flame entering the collective emotional body of humanity itself. Wow. Would you have ever thought in all your lifetimes that you'd be doing something like this morning? I certainly wouldn't have. But boy, is it ever timely. So thank you again. Thank you for joining us this morning, my dears. See the violet flame entering the collective emotional body of humanity itself. Can you imagine how troubled that emotional body of the collective is right now? Oh my God, it just seems like everything's getting trashed right before our very eyes, right in our very lifetime, right in our very nation, country. And as you hold this space, my dears, of the violet flame entering the collective emotional body of humanity itself, see or visualize the fear dissolving. See, we're doing it on from all angles. This beautiful decrease from the Saint Germain teachings, the violet flame at work. Decrees. Decrees is something that they do on a regular basis. It's almost like a ritual where they get together and they decree. It's time to decree. That, and this is like the whole gamut of things this morning. So see fear dissolving. I'd like to say, feel fear dissolving. Yeah. See or feel fear dissolving in your beautiful heart of yours, my dears, in that beautiful consciousness of yours, my dears. Also see hatred softening. So as fear dissolves, the hatred softens. Yeah. See hatred softening. See, this is getting pretty pinpointed, isn't it? The emotional body of humanity. Hatred, we're focusing on softening, and the fear dissolving. Now, here's one we may not have thought of ourselves. See manipulation losing its force. See or feel deception or manipulation, excuse me, losing its power, losing its force. Bye bye to manipulation. The power of the flame has just gobbled you up. All the manipulators, all those who have completely lost sight of the purpose of their existence and the love of humankind and the friendship of humankind and the happiness and abundance and the health of humankind. Completely forgot about it. So those manipulators just gotta, the flamethrowers in the Saint Germain teachings, they just got blasted. And the manipulation is losing its force. How about we move into this visualization of seeing deception? Deception. You think we got enough of that going on today? See deception exposed through divine illumination. See deception exposed through divine illumination. Wow, this is good for our brains this morning, my dears. What a workout this is for our heart. What a thrill this is for our soul to have even the notion of praying the way that we're praying and visualize the way that we're visualizing right now. Again, I thank you, my dears. But this is what the tribe or any community that is, really caring, really loving, caring, and sharing are probably thinking about as well. We're not the only ones. So as deception gets exposed through divine illumination, see or visualize courage, courage, courage awakening. Man, there's a lot of people that not showing much of that, right? Courage to do the right thing because it's the right thing to do for starters. Let's just feel that courage is awakening, though. It's awakening, though, in those hearts that have hesitated. They don't feel good about their hesitation, but they just are just compelled for some reason. Old traumas, old dramas, you know, old appetites that were negative and so forth. But let's just see if we can counter some of that deception with courage, my dears. Holding that courage is awakening in people ready to make a stand for what is right, make a stand for what is globally, globally a beautiful, well, will, will, the will of God, the will of the holy ones, the will of truth to just shine through and into our world as we see this courage awakening one by one in peoples everywhere. How about, since you're at it, my dears, with this violet flame, see compassion and compassion strengthening, compassion. Maybe some tears coming out of people's eyes right now, maybe even yours, as we see compassion being strengthened in our world, at least in this little group right now, right? But let's just keep holding the space that there is a lot of souls like us, my dears, with their courage awakening and compassion strengthening. And let's see together divine justice acting with wisdom and mercy. Here comes the 5D, New Earth. Consciousness, my dears, see divine justice acting with wisdom and mercy. And this has just warmed us up. Then begins the decrees. We haven't even decreed yet. We've just been visualizing, my dears. And see divine justice acting with wisdom and mercy. Now it's saying, then let's begin the decrees slowly. Let's begin the decrees slowly, my dears, rhythmically, just like your heartbeat and your breath, and with sustained feeling, in other words, sustained love with every heartbeat and love with every breath. Let's begin the decree slowly, rhythmically, and with sustained feeling. Repeat after me. I am the violet flame. I can hear you all saying that in the language of your own heart. I am the violet flame. I am the violet flame. I'm looking at your names and I'm feeling that violet flame coming off you. Sarah, Lynn, Lori, Lisa, Tammy. Oh, yes, indeed. I do. I do perceive that. With all my heart and soul, I perceive that. Lisa and Jim. I am the violet flame, blazing. I am the violet blaze, blazing through the emotional body of humanity now. I see it, I feel it, blazing through the emotional body of humanity right now. We're not saying anything except that is right here, right now, the reality is happening. We're not looking at later, this is going to happen. We're looking at in the present moment, it's happening. That this, I am the violet flame blazing, blazing through the emotional body of humanity right now. And I am the light of divine restoration. You ready to take on another aspect of light, my dears? The light of divine restoration. I am the light of divine restoration, moving through every nation and peoples. How's that? Did you never know that you were so cosmic, my dears? Welcome to the cosmic you. Let's go cosmic, my dears. Let's go cosmic. Now you are the light of divine restoration moving through every nation and peoples. I am dissolving fear, hatred, violence, and confusion. I am dissolving that violet flame of you. I am presence. I am presence is dissolving fear, violence, and confusion within the consciousness of humanity. See, this is a decree. So you better believe there's a whole group of souls that are doing these rituals, these prayers. This is what they do in the Saint Germain teachings. This is their prayer circle. Like Yogananda has a prayer circle practice as well. So you're dissolving the fear, hatred, violence, and confusion within the consciousness of humanity. Good job, my dears. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now you're just getting warmed up. Let's affirm this. I am the peace of the Christ. I am the peace of the Christos that lives within me as a divine indweller. I am the peace of Christ that lives within me as the divine indweller. How's that? I am the peace of Christ expanding through the earth now, through the earth, our earth, not another place in the galaxy system, but our earth. Expanding through the earth now, we are the peace of the Christ. Oh my God. Peace flows through us like a zephyr, expanding through the earth now. Another I am. I am the authority of divine love. Sarah, Lynn, Lori, Lisa, Cami, did you know that you are the authority right now? Gifted to you through God's will, because we handed our will over in the very beginning of the show this morning, right? So our will is His will. I am you, you are me, we are one. May thy will be done, Lord. May thy will be done. May thy will be done. May thy will be done through me, Lord. May thy will be done. I feel your love. I feel your love. I feel your love within me. I feel your love. I feel your love. I feel your love. Lord, I feel your peace. So I am the authority of divine love over every. Now let's finish that little mantra. I am the authority of divine love over every destructive force opposing harmony. Thank you, my dears. That's all I can say. And if I can only say that, I'm telling you, there's a big thank you coming from the inner worlds right now. And in this one, as we now really get a group, really get a collective of those awakening, those who are willing to do what we're willing to do right now, and then some. So I am the authority of divine love over every destructive force opposing harmony. More decrees. I am the illumination. I am the illumination exposing deception, manipulation, and darkness. I am the illumination exposing deception, manipulation, and darkness. Just let the violet flame, let that sun above your head, the golden light sun, it's just glowing. It's just glowing. I am the sacred fire, purifying collective fear and psychic oppression. I am the mercy of God, moving through every burdened heart. I am the violet consuming flame, transmuting war consciousness into peace. Oh, just a few things, my dears. I am the resurrection of compassion within the nations of the earth. I am the divine courage awakening with humanity. I am the power of the sacred truth breaking through confusion and spiritual blindness. I am divine harmony, restoring balance within the planetary emotional body. I am the light of freedom expanding through the earth victoriously. Now, I accept the victory of divine light within the earth. I accept now what I've just proclaimed. I accept the triumph of mercy over hatred. I accept the restoration of harmony within humanity. I accept the awakening of divine consciousness upon earth. I accept the full activity of the violent flame for planetary transformation now. Now. Yeah, so those are the decrees, my dears, and it says, join us today on Galactic Souls Substack featuring sacred messages from the Great White Brotherhood, also known as Saint Germain teachings, lessons, and related spiritual practices to uplift your soul. Come, activate your light with invocations, meditations, decrees, divine wisdom, and initiations from the masters. We did. We are. We're in. All right. So thank you. How does that feel for you? Do you feel part that you've done you've done your good deed for today, my dears? I'll say it's more than a good deed. I tell you, it was a power packed little group of us right there. Sharon, what? Sharing this power of love. That's it. What else do we have to give but the power of love, right? So let's rub our palms together and let the Om kick into gear as well to give us a big boost of the realization of what we just did, to give us a real little kickstart or spark to feel what we just did, my dears, and to feel the difference that's making. Oh, let's go again with another power of Om again to take care of what we just said before. We There's just the one before. We want to make sure that we are totally sparked with your grace, that we feel what we just did, and the impact that it's having in our world, and the hope it's giving and trust. Om. So this is our little tribe mantra. We can contribute to the Saint Germain teachings. And what do? Yes, indeed. This is what we add every single day. We love, we love, we care, and we share because we are lighthouses and we are all that we are. I am that I am, and I'm all that I am. Beloved God, I am you, and you are all. Thank you, dear Lynn, dear Sarah, Lisa, Jim, Lori, Cami, thank you very much. Let's may his will be done. May her will be done. Love you. Enjoy your day. Mm. Woohoo. Nice. Nice. We see right through now. It's crystal clear. We were in a crystal chariot just the other day. We're out there, Sarah. We are out there.
I loved it so much. I'm going to have
Oh,
to go change my.
wait.
Oh,
Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Say that.
I love. I loved it so much. I'm going to have to go change my t-shirt. I have a violet one, and so I'm going to go put it on.
Oh, you have a
So when
violet one. You have a violet one. Oh,
so
awesome.
when so when I look down, and see what color I'm wearing, it will be the violet flame. I'm like,
Wow. Yeah.
whoa,
Don't
that
forget
was
the golden sun too,
that was great.
right?
Just great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tom.
You're so welcome, Sarah. Thank you for your beautiful
Ah,
receptivity. Let's go,
ah.
Rainbow Tribe. Let's go. Let's ride on the Fire Horse 2026. Let's ride. All right. Love you. Thank you, Sarah, for sharing that. They're really beautiful. And get that violet shirt on as soon as you can. All right. Much love. We'll see you tomorrow. Rainbow Tribe. Love you more. Aho.